I'm Bill Henniger, owner of Rogue Fitness. Some of the things we get lots and lots of questions about is how weightlifting bars are made, what are the different attributes of them, and so what I want to do is go over some of those attributes. The first one is going to be diameter, which is the distance between the top and the bottom of the circle on the bar shaft. The second is the finish, which is the finish on the bar that protects it from rusting. The third is the knurl type, so these knurl marks here, whether or not it's got a powerlifting, Olympic lifting. And then we're going to go over steel type. We'll also go over the sleeve construction, and I've got one torn apart that we can show you. So basically the first piece is the diameter. The most common in the CrossFit community and kind of a hybrid bar is the 28.5 millimeter bar. It's a standard steel diameter, straight from the mill from Niagara, LaSalle. Some of the other bars that are out there, this is a B&R bar, and this bar is 29 millimeters, and it's made with a little bit better steel. But again, so you go 29 millimeter, 28.5, which is your common, the Pinlay Next Gen bars are right around 28.5. And then if you get down to an Alico bar, you're looking at 28 millimeters flat. That's all competition right there. And then down to like a beater bar, and that's 31 millimeter. And this bar, the steel is not that great, but the diameter is going to bring the strength of the steel up. The second piece on this is the finish, and this is one that confuses a whole bunch of people. So everyone's like, oh, bright zinc's better, chrome's better, which one's better? Should I get a bare steel bar? What they do is they dip the bare steel bar. So they take a bar like this one, which is just a bare steel. It's been machined and knurled and all that good stuff. They'll take that bar shaft and they'll dip it into a zinc plating bath. All bars are zinc. It's silver, looks kind of like chrome, but it's bright zinc. Most of the Rogue bars are bright zinc on the sleeve and then black zinc on the shaft, which is this. But in that process, basically, you're gonna go bright zinc and then black zinc. So even the black zinc bars have a bright zinc plating underneath. It's actually more expensive to put the black zinc on the bar than it is just the bright zinc. The other options for finish are a bare steel bar. A lot of guys like this. It's like the old school bars. It will oxidize, AKA rust, and get a patina feel to it, but a lot of people like that feel. It's got one of the best knurls on the market once you put the plate on it versus the bare steel. The other option is chrome. We don't have any chrome bars. I prefer zinc and the bare steel, but Alico, they chrome all of their bars. So that's definitely one way to go. It's a little bit harder plating. It wears really well. But again, most bars are zinc plated, and we do that locally in Dayton, Ohio. And you can either have a center knurl or you can have no knurl. A lot of people prefer it with no center knurl because that way they can, when they clean, it's not going to tear up your neck. Some of the things that you can look for in a quality bar is nice definitive start-stops on all of these marks, and the fact that the knurl goes out almost all the way to the sleeve. Because when you're snatch gripping, you're going to have your hand out here and you don't want a big blank spot. It doesn't matter if it's a powerlifting bar, but if it's a bar that you're using for both power and Olympic weightlifting, you want the knurl to go out there. But again, you can kind of tell when a bar manufacturer is shortcutting the process, because the knurling will look all feathered and there'll be a nice blank spot here. So that's the knurl, real simple. Basically, they just put these bars into a chuck, bring in the tool, it pinches it. As this thing's rotating, it runs it across, and you end up with old school bar knurl. Bar sleeve design, a lot of people can't figure out, well, how in the heck is this bar made? You go to Play It Again Sports, you get all these different places, they've got a bolt on the end. That's bad news. Try to steer clear of that bar unless all you're doing is kind of a static bench press lift or whatever. But if you're going to be doing any kind of cleans or you're going to be dropping the bar with bumper plates on it, you want some form of either a pinned in or you want snap rings. This is the Rogue bar. This is the latest version. I've pulled off the sleeve for you. You can see it's here. Took it off. To take it off, you're going to need snap ring pliers. So the way that this works is that if you had just a 7-foot section of bar shaft, and I'm not really giving away any trade secrets here, this is pretty simple, is that you've got this bar shaft is here. They're going to turn in a small channel that basically allows for these half moon washers to fit in here. So basically the snap ring design is made to keep the sleeve from moving this way or that way on the bar. And so if all you have is a bolt, normally it'll work itself out. So we came up with a design which is a hybrid. You've got a half moon washer that just fits in the slot, okay? Another one on the bottom. And then you've got another washer. So these two fit in there like that. And then this snap ring holds it in. And so basically what you're doing is just keeping all that stuff. Essentially that half moon washer does all the work and keeps this sleeve from moving left to right. And without this washer in there, you may have all the pressure on one snap ring, which is a no-go, or there's a couple other designs, but this design seems to be holding up. That's why we guarantee them for life, is because of this design and the steel type. So you've got the bar diameter, you've got the bar finish, which can either be bare steel, zinc, chrome, there's a couple other finishes out there, and then you've got the KNURL type, and then you've got the sleeve type and how this is made. You can either have it pinned, you can have bearings inside the sleeve, or you can have the snap ring design, which is what the Rogue has. And that's it.